Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiani and this week I have a little crochet business vlog for you guys. No crazy crochet challenge this week. I have a lot of work to get done for my business, so I'm just gonna be taking you guys along with me for that. So far today I've just been working on mainly computer work, like replying to customer messages, restocking sold out listings, and just replying to emails and stuff like that. But now that I'm done with that and the sun has kind of woken up and risen, it's time to take some product photos of all the stuff that's been piling up and building up that we've been crocheting but have not been listing these past few weeks. I know I just did a fall crochet drop not too long ago, but since that video I've already built up so much stuff that still needs to be listed, especially since I did not list any of my hats in that video. It was mainly sweaters and bags. So now today I'm gonna go and get all of the beanies and hats and whatever other stuff I've made since then photographed and listed. And then once we get that done, my later plans for the day is I'm gonna go get a new phone. I do film on my phone, so I'm really excited to get the new iPhone 17. You guys are always asking, what do I film on? Your camera quality is so crisp. I currently film on the iPhone 15. Now I'm gonna go get the 17, and hopefully you guys will be able to see the difference during the video. The camera switch, maybe the camera quality will be a lot better. And then aside from getting my new phone, I also just need to work on crocheting and making all of my custom orders. I have so many orders there non-stop. Obviously we're in the winter rush. Black Friday is next Friday. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Black Friday. Last year's Black Friday I just ended up doing a big sale of all the pre-made items, like ready to ship things that have just not sold throughout the year. So I will probably do a similar thing this year. Last year it was like the longer the item has been in stock and not sold, the higher the discount was. So I don't think I'll be putting a sale on any of my custom listings because then I will still have to make them made to order. But all the stuff that is in stock, ready to go, all my sweaters, bags, all my like big, more expensive items, I will be putting a big discount on those depending on how long they've been sitting in my inventory. But Black Friday sales are not on today's to-do list. That is a future me problem, but it is on my mind. I am thinking about it, but for now we just need to work on the orders we already have before we start stressing about the Black Friday madness that's going to increase the orders even more. My shipping right now is not too bad. I think it's at maybe 4 weeks. I know if you order now you can still get your item by Christmas. Okay, last year I think my Christmas cutoff was sometime during Black Friday. I think Black Friday probably was my Christmas cutoff, so it'll probably be the same thing this year. If you want your item to arrive by Christmas without purchasing express or priority mail shipping, you do kind of got to order ahead of time because pretty much all my shop is made to order except for the really big not custom pieces. So yeah, right now looking at my shop I have 63 open orders. Literally after the Hunger Games video I think we had like 40 something. We're already back up to 63 and I've been making them every day. I'm making orders and going to the post office. They are just coming in faster than I could possibly make them. But first, before we get into orders, let's get these product photos out the way so I can actually sell some things that are pre-made so that I'm not stuck in the made to order custom order madness. All right, here is our big stack of items that we need to photograph today. It's actually not that many. Okay, I was a little daunted at first, but it's actually not that many. I should be able to get them out pretty quick. It's looking like mostly cat beanies, and then I also have the bandana from Wheel Decides My Crochet Project. I think that's from that video. And I also have the striped pink and tan bag from Wheel Decides My Crochet Project. This bag is actually really cute. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm considering keeping it. It's actually really cutesy. But we will see. I will decide later. But let's get all these hats out the way. I did say in the fall crochet drop that I didn't take pictures of the hats because I wanted to have my hair straightened. And a lot of people were commenting like, you should still take the pictures with your curly hair so that curly hair customers can kind of see what it looks like. And kind of the closest compromise I could get today is pigtails. Okay, my hair's not technically straight, but it is down and tamed in a way that still, doesn't distract from the hat. And I was inspired to do this instead of straightening my hair is because I have a ton of product photos from a couple years ago that I love. They're really, really good. Like my spider web cat beanies, and I have little pigtails in those product photos, so I'm like, might as well go back to that. And we're also not going to be doing the white backdrop for the product photos today. When I was in the old office I really got into doing the white backdrop and just having really professional kind of photography looking photos. I really wanted to have a really professional looking business, but I think there's also some kind of like personal and like small business vibe that I like that comes from like the more handmade looking photos. Okay, the professional white backdrop photos are great, but some of my best-selling listings are ones where I'm literally just taking a selfie of me wearing a hat. So clearly, like, it doesn't always need to be super duper professional. People do like to see the items in a more casual setting because that's how they will be wearing it. So we're not gonna be doing the white backdrop today, and we're also not gonna have our hair straightened. Let's hope these product photos turn out good. I'm probably gonna take like 1,000 and only like 5. So let's get into it. I think this is maybe 10 things to do, 10 hats. I also have a couple bucket hats that I actually didn't grab. I think I have 2 bucket hats, and even though it's winter time, I'm still gonna photograph the bucket hats. Alright, yeah, we did end up finishing taking all those product photos. I have not yet finished editing all of the photos and obviously listing them, but I did start working on them a little bit in the car when I was on my way to get my new phone. So we got our new phone. This is the iPhone 17 Pro. Now that I'm home, I'm gonna go ahead and start transferring my phone over now. I honestly need to get two phones, one for filming and one for just my personal phone, because everyone always asks, like, you're literally a full-time YouTuber, why don't you have a camera? It's because my phone is a great camera. I love that it automatically connects to my MacBook so I can edit and send all the files to my editor. Like, it literally just makes everything so seamless. Like, I love filming on my phone. Filming on a camera is just an extra step I would have to take, and literally an iPhone is just as expensive, even more expensive than a camera, you know what I mean? But I honestly need to just get a second phone so that I can use my phone at the same time as filming, because right now I'm just switching phones, so just trading in my 15 and getting the 17. But that's definitely on my 2026 kind of to-do list, to get a second phone, probably another 17, to use as just filming and then have a personal phone as well. But for now, we're just gonna switch the phones. So while they are transferring, it is gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna guess maybe around an hour for it to sit and transfer and download everything. So while it is doing that, I'm just going to be crocheting. I obviously cannot film at the same time, so I'm just going to get started on crocheting my orders. We're going to see how much we can get done in that time frame of the phone switching. I'm going to try to get at least one order done. I'll probably be able to get more done if it takes longer than I think. I really don't know how long it's going to take. I don't remember how long it took last time when I got my 15 2 years ago. So I'm just going to be sitting at my desk watching my phone load and crocheting orders. And when we get back, when on my next update, you guys will tell me, is the camera quality better? Okay, get this camera quality, see the vision, and when we switch phones to the new camera, tell me, does it look better? Does it look crispier? So I will see you guys then. All right, you guys, I am back. It is the entire next day because my phone transfer ended up taking 5 hours, you guys. 5 hours. Sadly, I did not crochet for 5 hours. Okay, I did go and make dinner and have dinner. But what I did get done before I accepted defeat and was like, this is not gonna finish tonight, I ended up getting one full cat beanie done. This is a coffee and cream, super cute color combo. And then I started a eggplant and dark purple striped cat beanie as well. Now that we have started a new day though, I do want to kind of take a break from the cat beanies because we have a lot of cat beanies to do. I gotta take some breaks in between or it'll just burn me out terribly. So I do have a couple custom worm sweater orders, you guys. I know these aren't crochet, but they are still handmade, crafting. They are sewn by me. So it's still kind of in that craft range. I don't really make sewing videos anymore, but I used to make a lot more sewing content along with my crochet content. I was a sewer first, you guys. I was a seamstress, a sewer. You guys get what I mean. I do like a little bit of sewing aside from my crocheting, and my custom worm sweater hoodies have been selling a little bit. I've been making a few, like more than usual, especially since they've been out for over a year now. I've been randomly just getting a good amount of orders for them, and that's really surprising because they are a more expensive item on my shop. They are more time consuming and kind of just a bulkier item compared to my quick little cat beanies. So these are my worm sweaters. If you haven't seen them before, here's a couple like reference pictures of what they kind of look like. So basically you pick the sweater size you want, the color of the sweater, you pick what design you want the worm to be. So I have the worm with the headphones, the worm with the cowboy hat, and then just a worm with no hat, just a worm and the hearts. So the next one on my order to-do list is a large navy worm with headphones, which is pretty much the exact same one as in the listing thumbnail. That one is the most popular color option because it's the one that I'm wearing in the thumbnail and everyone is matching with me. I love that. So I did order a few sweaters from Amazon. It's much cheaper to get crew neck blanks from Amazon than they are to get them at Michael's. I do like to get my yarn from Michael's, but the sweaters at Michael's are like $25. This was on sale for $8 on Amazon, the Fruit of the Loom navy sweater. So this is a large. I'm gonna get this, and then we also have our fabric. I do get my fabric from Michael's. I honestly even got my fabric from Michael's before Joann's closed. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just a Michael's girly. I am just a Michael's girly. So we have our pink fabric. We cut from our worm template out of this fabric, sew it onto the sweater, and then we also cut out all the details of the headphones and the hearts and all the cute little details, and then we will sew on the face at the very end. So yeah, we're gonna get started working on this. These take, it really depends on how fast I'm going. I made one a couple days ago because I've been getting a good amount of orders for them. I made one a couple days ago and it only took me max 2 hours, like max. But I made one like a couple weeks ago and I swear it took me the whole day, like 8 hours to complete. So it really just depends on how quick I'm moving. So according to my actual notes of when I originally made the worm sweater like full pattern and listing, it says they take me about 1 hour and 45 minutes, but that does vary between sizes and designs. But since they ordered the standard design that's in the photos, it should be be around that same amount of time, an hour and 45 minutes. So we're gonna get into it. We're going to whip out the sewing machine, and pretty much all day we're just gonna be working on custom orders, whether they are crochet or sewing. It's just gonna be straight custom orders all day. I woke up today, our current tally number is 67 custom orders. Well, 66 custom orders. One of them was a pre-made item. Usually I ship my pre-made items same day, so whenever I'm saying my order number, always assume that it is all customs because my pre-made stuff gets shipped out as soon as you order it pretty much. So I have 67 orders and 66 of them are all custom and made to order and need to be made. So let's get into it, guys. We need to stop procrastinating and get some stuff done. Hello y'all, so I have finally finished this worm sweater. Well, I didn't completely finish it. I did the worm and the heart, but I did not add the headphones because I am out of the shiny headphone fabric. So I will have to go pick some of that up later today. And it also took me a little longer than an hour 45 because I did go out to lunch. So I started this at about 2 something, maybe 2:30, and it's now 5:30. So it did take me a little longer than expected. But now that we are done with pretty much the majority of the hard part, the headphones are probably the smallest detail on here. So I can kind of set this to the side, and now it's almost ready to ship. Just has one last little finishing touch, but it's pretty much done. I'm very happy to have that out of the way because these worm sweater orders are just really daunting. When they're on my to-do list, you know, I love getting them, but they just daunt on my shoulders as something that I need to do and get done. They're just haunting me all day. So I'm very glad to have a big chunk of that done, and I can kind of set it to the side for now. But of course, we do have more orders to keep going through back to our regular cat beanie orders. I do have another worm sweater order, but that one is a little further down in the order list, and I like to work at least from oldest to newest or ship by date. I try my best not to skip around and do like the easiest ones first because that's not really fair to whoever ordered first. So moving down our order list, we're going to continue working on this hat that we started last night. This one is a dark purple and eggplant. If you do want to purchase my cat beanie pattern, it is available on my Etsy shop, or you can watch the written tutorial on my YouTube channel as well. When I first made that pattern, I honestly kind of was scared to make it because I didn't want to get less sales for my own kind of my made hats. But now that the holiday seasons are coming around, I kind of love that there's like half audience where people are making their own Christmas gifts or holiday gifts or just their own hats for winter, and then the other half are still coming and ordering from me and getting their custom items. So as someone who sells patterns and actual made things, I honestly haven't seen a difference in sales. If you guys are crocheters out there and are worried like I'm scared to make patterns because I don't want to get less sales for the actual more expensive made items, I actually haven't seen a decrease or a difference in how many sales I get of my actual made items compared to my cat beanie pattern. I'm honestly getting more sales because I'm just selling both things now. But long story short, we're gonna be crocheting cat beanies for the majority of the rest of our night. I am playing a little bit of yarn chicken with this lighter purple color, this eggplant color. I searched and searched and searched through the shelves for some of that yarn. I swear I've been buying so many different shades of purple yarn. I keep thinking I have them in stock, but I'm going through yarn colors so fast. It's really hard to keep track. So I'm very worried right now. I'm gonna run out of this yarn very soon. We're only just now hitting about halfway, and we definitely do not have half of a hat's worth of yarn left, I fear. We only ended up getting 8 rows done before we ran out of that light purple yarn. I know my stitches are looking a little loose right now. They're looking a little loose. Okay, I am aware I do have a loose crochet tension. That's why I do size down with my crochet hooks. Okay, this is a 4.5 millimeter hook. You guys are always asking where I get my hook from. It's from Etsy, but the shop closed. But you can just look up like clay crochet hooks or handmade crochet hooks, stuff like that, and it'll show a bunch of other people that make pretty much exactly the same as these, just not this exact one, because she does not make them anymore, sadly. But anywho, I do gotta set this aside for now, but I am gonna go to Michael's, pick up this yarn, and pick up the fabric for those headphones today once we're done with our crochet work for the day. I kind of don't like to leave and come back and keep working and leave and come back and keep working. Like, once I'm out the house, once I come back to the house, I'm done working for the day. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit more done before I go out and about and run those errands, and then just kind of start making dinner for the night, honestly. So changing over to the next hat on the order to-do list, it is looking like a, let's see. It's looking like a black and gray cat beanie is next, so let's go grab those colors. We got our gray yarn here. And then we also got our black yarn. We're already running out of this bulk black yarn order. I think we only have 2 left. All right, starting this hat, another fun fact about my cat beanies, I do start my chains with a bigger hook size. So I size down for my double crochets, but I size up for my chains because I guess I just have a really tight tension for my chains. So I do size up to a 6.5 millimeter when I do my chains. And then when I'm done with my chain row, I switch back to my 4.5 to start my double crochets. I've been getting a lot of comments over on my TikTok. Go follow my crochet TikTok if you haven't yet. I've been getting a lot of comments over there about my crocheting without looking, or my crocheting while watching TV, crocheting with my eyes closed, stuff like that. And I just think it's super funny. And I did see one comment that was like, double crochet is the only stitch I can do with my eyes closed. And I never realized, I think double crochet is the only stitch that I can genuinely do with fully my eyes closed. Single crochet and half double crochet I can do with looking down every few seconds. I would say single crochet I probably have to look the most. Half double crochet I gotta look a little bit. Double crochet I could close my eyes and double crochet. Obviously not on this first row though. The first row I do have to look into the chain stitches and kind of catch those stitches, but once I'm moving like onto the second, third, fourth, fifth row, I can make pretty much the entire hat with my eyes closed, especially if it's a solid cat beanie and I don't have to grab the scissors and switch the yarn. If it's a solid cat beanie, I can make that entirely with my eyes closed, and I just think that's really funny. And it's kind of like my party trick. Like if anyone else is around while I'm crocheting, I will just close my eyes and start crocheting and be like, yeah, this is who makes all your guys' orders, just me taking a nap with my eyes closed, crocheting all my orders. And it's my fun fact, my fun party trick, if anyone ever asks, what is your special skill? It's crocheting with my eyes closed. Comment down below if you guys can crochet with your eyes closed, and if so, specifically what stitches? Specifically, what stitches are your easy muscle memory stitches? You don't even have to look. You can do it in your sleep, okay? Comment that down below. But now let's turn our music back on and get to crocheting, lock in, and speed up and get hopefully this whole hat done. Our hat is all done. It actually took me not long at all, literally less than 25 minutes. I whipped this up so fast, like I don't even know what was going on. I just started going on crazy speed mode, I guess. But now that is done, so that is another order off the to-do list. But now I do think I'm gonna go run and get that fabric to finish up the worm sweater. I think I might finish that in the morning along with our other cat beanie order. But for now, I think that is all the work I'm gonna end up getting done today and tonight, because I have been tasked with making family dinner, so I do need to go do that after I pick up our fabric and yarn. It's not that late, it is only about 6:45. I was planning on working till about 8 today, but I do gotta go make dinner, so I am gonna wrap it up for tonight, give myself a little bit of a break, and we'll obviously be back to it right in tomorrow morning. But for now, that is gonna be it for this crochet business vlog. I know it was kind of an all over the place one. It really felt like my old content. If you guys are old subscribers, I feel like this video and the vibes and the style really felt like my old videos, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making the crochet vlogs, the business vlogs. I know you guys really enjoy the challenges and like the one-day filming kind of fast-paced stuff, but I really enjoy the vlogs and the montages and showing all the things that I do other than just actively crocheting. So comment down below if you are a new subscriber and aren't used to this kind of crochet business vlog filming style, if you enjoyed it, if you liked it, and if you did, I have tons going 2 years back of running my small business. I used to only make small business vlogs and I didn't really do as many challenges, but then I kind of started getting into the challenges a lot. But now, since it is the holiday rush season, it's hard to complete those challenges while also managing my business, and the orders got to be the priority. Okay, we are in the holiday rush, the holiday season. Black Friday is next Friday. I am going to be plotting and planning my Black Friday sale. I'm going to be making a whole spreadsheet of which items are going to be on sale and for how much they're going to be on sale for. But again, That's not today's problem, that is future me problem. So for now, that is going to be it for today's video. If you do want to check out my shop, it is linked in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, love ya, toodles. I know things are hard.